As you cruise up Route 29 in Napa Valley, California and through Rutherford, you'll see many well-known wineries and vineyards. If you're lucky enough to know about Caymus Vineyards, you'll definitely want to turn off the main highway and find this family-run winery.
You know, wine is a product of the land. It's fair to say that it's a product of artisans. Do I enjoy what I do? My gosh, of course. I enjoy it so much that I'm hopeful that all 4 of my children will follow my footsteps and work some way in the wine industry. Years ago, when we began our business in 1972, our first crush, we were making several varieties, and it was only a few years later that we recognized that Cabernet Sauvignon was the best wine we were producing, and that the land that we're farming here should be planted to that. So since that time, we've put most of our emphasis towards production of Cabernet, and that is what we're known for today.
Established in 1972, the Caymus Vineyards takes their name from the Mexican land grant known as Rancho Caymus.
Well, my grandfather immigrated from Alsace in 1885 to the United States, eventually making his way to Napa and purchasing a small ranch here in Rutherford. But my father, born in 1912, worked with his father in the wine and grape growing business and fell in love with it at that time. By 1971, my father gave me the offer to once again enter the commercial wine business and establish Caymus Vineyards on the property we were at this time. My sons are learning the winemaking process right now, and they're young, and I think they're doing very well. I think what's exciting for me, for my sons, and eventually my daughters, is to enter the wine business during a time of evolution.
I really learned everything that I know now from my dad. It's still a constant learning curve, and it's great to be part of it. He's a very good teacher. He takes time. He cares about what his kids know and what he teaches us, and I respect him for that.
Today, Caymus Special Selection, a Cabernet Sauvignon, is the winery's claim to fame.
The basis of what we make comes from the earth, and it is great grapes that make great wines. However, barrels do have an influence on wine, and the influence is often termed as spice characters or characters of wood, which is also a very natural component. I think it's an important thing to say that wood character is used by the winemaker, such as chefs would use spice. Probably nothing more than that.
The Caymus Cabernet Sauvignon is well known around the world, winning many prestigious accolades.
As far as accolades and prestigious honors, it's secondary to us. I think we have been honored a couple times, and I'm very proud to say that the Wine Spectator Top Wine of the Year, when they do their Top 100 Wines of the Year, we were placed first in 2 different vintages. Aside from that, I think that we have good rapport and following by the wine critics.
The Rutherford district has long been known as an excellent area for growing the best Cabernet grapes.
The most important component for grape growing is to match your climate with your variety. The Rutherford area is a perfect climate for the production of Cabernet Sauvignon. We do have relatively warm days here, but we also have a large difference in the daytime temperatures. Rutherford is special because of that. We have the point of getting wines taste more like fruit and more berry characters and less vegetative.
Besides Caymus Vineyards, the Wagner family is also known for 2 other highly respected wines, Mère Soleil Chardonnay and Belglas Pinot Noir.
Well, this is my grandmother, Lorna Belglas Wagner, and the wine Belglas is named in honor of her. She's as much of a reason we're in the wine industry as my father and my grandfather. She put up with them all these years. And,
right.
She also ran the bottling line. She cooked for all the crews, and she's still here to this day, 90 years old, lives on the ranch, and doing great.
Doing great, but I don't cook for the crews anymore.
Pinot Noir is known to be somewhat on the lighter side, more adaptable wine to a lot of different foods, so it has a very broad food spectrum, I would say. It's a little lighter on the tannins, very easy to drink, generally a little bit lower in alcohol, and has a lot of nuances of flavors. It's a very suitable wine to just about any food you can imagine. It's all a conglomeration of the growing of the grapes as well as the winemaking style that I've been going towards. They're finally to a point where they're as big and as flavorful as I want, but all staying true to where they're grown based off of the soil and the climate, and they're very true to being Pinot-y Pinot Noirs, which is very hard to find nowadays when you get into these larger Pinot Noirs that are more of a Syrah style. If you're looking at the packaging of the Pinot Noir, you can see the wax, which is a little bit more of an upscale package. And we're going for that. We want people to know that the quality that they see, or the beauty that they see on the outside of the bottle, is going to be found on the inside as well.
Having Caymus as a partner with us, Royal Caribbean, is a tremendous opportunity. We're exceptionally excited about this. It's a small family-run business who really bottle their passion. They're innovative in how they bottle their wine, how they blend their wine, and Royal Caribbean, and that matches Royal Caribbean quite a bit because we're very passionate and innovative in ourselves, and you can see that on our ships, and we want to share that with our guests.
In the winery, our philosophy is let nature take its course with quality. When Mer Soleil label was started, my father kind of hinted to me that that was for me one day. The quality of your vineyards is the most important part of this business. You can't make great wine from just mediocre grapes. I love the area that the grapes are grown in, and I really fell in love with it. I love the industry. You need to farm your vineyards well and get the best quality possible in the vineyard, and then you're able to go into the winery and use the best techniques possible to make the best wine you can. I love the wine. I love Chardonnay. It's a very distinct varietal in the region that we grow it, and I think that we're able to make a very special wine from a very special site. I'm proud to be part of this family. We have a long history in Napa Valley here with growing Cabernet, and we are never very just satisfied with something. We always want to go the next step.
I believe we're producing the best varieties that can be grown in the state of California, and we've chosen specific areas that we think achieve the best wines for those varieties.
I feel that the many years that I've had working alongside of my dad, he's instilled a sense of pride and just taught us all hard work, and that if you can't do it with your own two hands, you shouldn't be able to do it at all.
What it relies on our future is basically doing better if we can, changing with the times, following that evolution that I was speaking about, both viticulturally and winemaking-wise.